Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muh Alwi Yahya. Here I'm going to give an explanation about the transactional and performance of discourse. But before, let me explain about the previous material, which is talking about interactional speaking. So I have conveyed and explained about one of the scopes in discourse, namely interactional speaking, which focus on how to analyze the process of analyzing a discourse in conversation. Of course, the scope of interactional speaking is in the realm of general conversation and education. So let's move to the next topic, which is talking about transactional speaking. So transactional speaking can be divided in terms of discussions, debates, job interview, and so on. So that when we got a discussion or debate, we aren't only know about the topic, then express it, but also we know the internal structure and the right expression. Well, it was related in our real life that when most of people are really mastered about the discussion or debate, and at the same time they cannot if express it the right way. It means they have not been able to use an internal structure that is in accordance with the debate structure used by native speakers in expressing ideas, but sometimes they use a discussion pattern which still uses the Indonesian language structure, and the only difference is in the use of the language, namely English. So this is what is called a natural discourse, namely discourse that is not natural, where this discourse can be represented by using English, but using the Indonesian language pattern structure. With this, the expert linguist gave a statement in the form of, when you speak English, think in English. It means that as a language learner or teacher, we should use the same sentence structure and discourse when we speak. Therefore, it is hereby explained in detail that the language teacher is obligated to not only teach the internal structure of a discourse, but also teach its expressions so that the slogan can be realized in real terms. So that based on seeing in an example of a debate that includes Lester Holt as the host and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump as the presidential debate, we can conclude that basically the patterns or terms possessed by interactional and transactional speaking are same. It's just that there are differences in each move or functions, where in interactional speaking, intonation or I inferred into the asked question, while response or R inferred into the answering, and feedback or F inferred into the comment. While in IRFIR, transactional speaking, such as intonations for I, response for R, as well as follow-up for F. However, follow-up seems like an optional in the transactional spoken discourse, since many English native speakers tend to simplify their speech when they interact with other people. It's like what I said, that between interactional and transactional speaking, they are only have a differences into the move or functions. Therefore, for transactional speaking itself, intonations can be addressed by a speaker in the form of opening, introduction, introducing participants, structuring debate organization, welcoming candidates, introducing topic, as well as inviting arguments. And second, the initiations will elicit a response in the form of opening, overviewing topic, stating solutions, as well as giving recommendations. The response or R will elicit a follow-up F in the form of expressing gratitude. With that, then with this discourse analysis, it will be very useful, especially for language teachers in teaching how to debate discussions with their students. Where are the benefits? Teachers can be used the sequence of discourse used in transactional speech, as well as using a generic structure so that each step that should be contained in every international step can be conveyed properly and appropriately, so that by following the same thing, the value of the debate or what is conveyed by the international students in Indonesia. Our speech will be considered natural language. With that, it is hoped that language teachers can apply discourse analysis knowledge in transactional speaking to students, so that they can help students practice using natural language, and also avoid students from being unnatural in transactional spoken discourse due to the use of unnatural English. And the last, we're talking about performance speaking. So performance speaking can be divided in terms of the public speaking, such as in classroom presentation, public announcements, and as well as speeches. The performance speaking can be illustrated as a process of communicating the information to an audience by using the formal language. According to Mr. Burhanuddin and Kaharuddin, there are at least two main reasons for the performance speaking is very difficult. Are to showing our self-confidence in front of the audience when making a speech or a presentation, and also make an effective speeches when speaking in public deals. As for students at the Department of English Education, they are also should be learned in deeply about this term, because this is a very important skill in speaking English, and also are frequently to make oral academic presentations. For that, in order to create an appropriate discourse utterance, like a presentation or speech of international value, the following steps or forms or general structures can be applied, which consist of: first, address the audience to start, such as dear, greeting and gratitude, greet and thank you, such as good, blah 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 and thank you, attention grabber, get the audience attention, such as our hope that blah blah blah, introduction, tell them what you are going to say, such as the topic that you want to share, body, which is talking about main of the information of the topic, and conclusions, tell them all you have said in simply or in general, and last is ending, give your gratitude to audience, such as the quotes or something. So that's all my explanation, which are talking about the transactional and performance of discourse. Thank you very much for your kindly attention, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.